always, if a house isn't in rough shape, we probably wouldn't have purchased it to try to bring it back. So here's just evidence of some of the neglect that's happened through the years. We have already fixed the roof, so that now when we do these interior fixes, we won't have to worry about any additional water running down through it. Here we are on the second floor. You can see the original transom here. From the other doorways, we've actually pulled those out. We're going to try to reuse those, but we had to remove all the plaster and the lath strips just to get back to the studs. Our hopes were originally to keep the plaster walls, but as we removed all the paneling they had put on, it simply crumbled off onto the floor. So we've taken everything back down to the studs, make it a little bit easier for us to wire and plumb, and then we'll go back with new insulation throughout the entire house and then drywall as well. Here are some of the remnants of this being an apartment. You can see the refrigerator and stove, cast iron tub, the old appliances, and then another one of the cast iron tubs that we hope to reuse and have reglazed. We have tried our best to keep all the original parts and pieces out of this house. You can see the mantle, some of the doors, window trim, baseboards, and window casing. Hope to reuse as much of that as possible. Here on the second floor, we actually have 3 fireplaces. This is one, the other one's going to be in the front bedroom. And then here's the third one on the back of the house. So I don't know how well you can see it. These original single pane windows are still here. We're missing a few of the sashes. We've got some sashes that have no glass that we'll be repairing, but the plan, to stay with the historic preservation guidelines, is to keep those and rebuild them and then simply put new storm windows on the outside. Also uncovered the original beautiful staircase that comes up and has a nice twist to it here at the top. We plan on replacing the broken spindles and getting that thing back to original quality of what it originally meant to be. After 2 layers of carpet and padding, we've gotten back to the original hardwood floors. You can see here there's a nice green patina from the green padding that was underneath there. Another strange part of this house that we haven't been able to figure out yet is the brick that we've got here on these interior walls. Below the brick is where there's a beam spanning from front to back on this house that's carrying the load all the way up to the second floor to the ceiling level. But they continued to brick. I don't know if this was something to hold down weight on the beam as it was carrying the weight of the house or not, but we see no reason to remove it, so we're just going to leave them there in place. In the back corner of the house, we removed the floors where we had some sagging and some rotted places. We had a beam that was completely cut for them to run ductwork at some time, so just made nothing to carry that load all the way across. So we have cut that beam out. We're going to be going back with new floor joists, bracing that back up, putting a new subfloor down, and putting that back to something that's stable and can carry the load of the bathroom. What you're looking at here in the basement is it's a fruit cellar. It's actually a round room made with brick walls down here, and then you see the access going out into the backyard with the staircase there. Here's a good example of some of the structure you've got carrying the beam from the second floor. You can see the angles they have cut on these, spanning it out over this doorway here on the first floor.